Hey there, everybody. How's it going? This is Justin Spencer here, and I will be your host. Congratulations on making an investment and taking action. And because I have a lot of really good stuff to share with you in this course. Some of the stuff I'm going to share with you has made me north of $1 million, and actually probably like 1.2 or 1.3. I stopped counting, and it's effectively, more importantly, it's made my students millions of dollars more than I've made myself teaching this stuff. So in this course, you're going to get an overview on some of the core details that really make up a successful solo ad business or a successful email ad business. Now, I've had the unique privilege of helping, hundreds of people set up these businesses successfully at this stage of my life and career. And for me, it's kind of like second nature. It's kind of like breathing. It's kind of like walking for me to explain this stuff. So what I'm really going to do is I want to simplify everything so you understand it perfectly. And then what I want to do is go and look at the steps involved to assembling a successful solo ad business. So without further ado, let's talk about that. There's basically three primary steps or two main steps, and then we break those two steps down into smaller steps. But okay, so the first step is you need to pay for the list somehow. We don't want you to lose money. So when you spend $10,000 on traffic, we want to make sure you're getting back $9,000, and the $10,000 you invested, we want to make sure they got you 10,000 subscribers like it's supposed to. And those 10,000 subscribers, their job is to take that $1,000 deficit, if you made back 90% of your money, and we want to quadruple or quintuple that, make 4 to 500% what the loss was. So in effect, when you invest 1,000, you should make 5,000, or for at least 4,000, with a beautiful margin the first month, and then the second month, if you didn't reinvest anything again and to grow the list, you would just experience a $4,000 to $5,000 profit for a couple of months until or unless you start investing back in traffic to fuel and refuel your solo ad business. So the solo ad business has no ceiling. I've made as much as $60,000 in 1 month, back to back several times, just in solo ad traffic sales. The marketplace is huge. It's well into the multi-seven, maybe even low eight-figure range worth of potential customers to sell to in this particular tiny little niche in the internet marketing industry. It's vastly untapped. A lot of people do this business wrong. A lot of people have weird beliefs about this business. A lot of people who try this business and half-ass this business, who don't really understand how the business works, don't do well in it. The people who follow people like myself, who are bona fide instructors and practicers of what they preach and teach, those are the people who get the best results. So you're in a good place, and you've got the right instructor, you've got the right trainer. I'm going to really just tell you how this shit works, A through Z, and then you can just go through the steps and begin kicking ass with this business yourself. So in order to pay for the list, you need to set up, you've heard it before, you need to set up at least a very basic 2 to 3 step funnel. And you need to know where to buy the right traffic from, and you need to know how to generate maximum ROI from your campaigns. And you do need to know a little bit how to talk to people to get the right deals, which is not hard at all to do when you understand the person or people you're buying from. So we're going to discuss all of these things in this course so that you're well equipped to go out there and start making a ton of money in the solo ad business. So step two is there's an art to emailing the list, and it's also a science too. The science part of it is like, look, just say these types of words and you're going to get high open and click through rates. That's the science. The art, I guess you could say, would be just, trying to be a little bit unique on occasion, and you can outsource that. You can pay a writer, 1% of your monthly profits to write your emails. I kid you not, because that's what I do. I for the first year in my business, solo ad business, I wrote all my emails. Then eventually dawned on me that I didn't want to do that every day or every week or whatever. So I outsourced it, and I've got my results have only increased from doing that, and I have way more freedom to just run other shit I like to do in my other businesses. So those are the two primary steps. And then you make money, and then you just this is a rinse and repeat business. And in this course, we're really going to discuss. So let's talk about the steps involved. These are some generic basic steps. You've heard them before, but there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do these steps. And if you have ever done any of these steps before for a different, internet business, you're in luck, because all you have to do is these steps again, only, following my prescription or my procedure or my way of doing it, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get obnoxiously high return on your investments when you're paying for your list. And then when you do everything that I have to share with you in the back end, you're golden. You're guaranteed to break even, to tip it into profit zone, and then to scale that and have really solid profits. So first step, is so important, is creating a product. It can be a very simple product, like a 20-page ebook, PDF, that teaches somebody how to make money on Fiverr doing voiceovers, or how to, get up there on Fiverr and start selling their services, depending upon what their background is. Or you could teach someone how to create a PLR and, get involved in a marketing, buy traffic. Or you could teach someone how to do affiliate marketing. You could teach someone how to do the solo ad business. So your product just needs to teach someone a way to make money online. There's like 1,000 bajillion different ways, to make money online, and you've seen a lot of these products. So, there's no shortage to different options for creating your own product. But you need to get this done. Creating your own sales letter is also very important. And people think it's hard, and it's really not. You just gotta be. It's real. Look at it this way. Here's what I got. Here's what it does for you. Here's what to do now. Take action. That'd be an example of a very short 3-step sales letter. Another, conversion type sales letter works very well that I've used, and I teach some of my top students how to use, is basically, a conversion story. Here's where I was. Here's what I found out. Here's where I am now. Here's what to do next, which is to buy my product so that your story can look like mine, which is I was struggling. I found this formula. It helped me, and it was worth way more than what I'm going to ask you, which is $17 or $7 for this product. So the conversion stories, those two types of sales letter formats can be knocked out in an hour or two in a Starbucks if you're hyped up on an Americano or 3 shots of espresso. I'm confident that you can easily do that, especially when you have a template, which, I provide all my students with templates as well, where I literally, do a lot of things, give you like a zillion examples of headlines and stories and all that crap. So it's easy. That's my point. It's very easy. We're not building a rocket ship to land on Mars. We don't have to understand string theory to get a good sales letter out there that converts 1 or 2 visitors per 100, and it generates you a large and significant return. The squeeze page, in the solo ad business, you don't want to get less than a 33% opt-in. Okay, 33% opt-in, is about what you would get on the very low end, and on the high end, you can get as much as 80% opt-in. I've had that broad spectrum. I would say on average, I get about 45 to 60%. Excuse me. If I look at all my numbers, I'm probably like around 48 to 52% to really narrow that down. It's about one out of 2 visitors usually opt in. Gonna get a glass of water. Pardon me. For the squeeze page. And the squeeze page is very scientific. There's no art at all. It's just like, with this squeeze page, you have a very basic promise on your page, a bribe, a carrot. You're going to give something free to somebody, a free, PLR ebook, or, you're just going to tell them a cool story, so after they opt in, they see the cool story, which is actually just your sales letter story. You don't have to give them anything if you don't have a PLR or something like that, or a product you've already created. So squeeze page is very straightforward to hook somebody to opt in. I will go over those things. The follow-up sequence, the primary focus of the follow-up sequence is to build a relationship and to sell the product that your sales letter is pitching in your postscript in the PS section. And what I like to do in my follow-up sequences is I like to just give out cool free PLR products, but that's what you could do to save time. I've taken the time to just create tons of products myself. So I've written a 250-page book that I published on the Amazon Kindle. I've written at least 10 PDF reports that are 20 pages long that are really cool. I've created videos out the ass on YouTube, and you can see that stuff on justinspencer.tv. So I have so much free content because I've just been doing this for 5 years now, and if you haven't been doing this for 5 years actively, you won't have as much content as me. So in the follow-up sequence, you can give away free stuff if you want to buy free stuff. But what I do is I give away, for the first 7 emails, I give away free stuff to condition them to click on the links, because as a solo ad business owner, you get paid when people click on your email link. So in the follow-up sequence, I want them to open up all of these emails and expect something really kick-ass, so that they condition them to click on all the links in the follow-up sequence. That's the first thing. Okay, and then the postscript section, obviously if they didn't buy my product, in the postscript, the PS, I'm going to say, PS, this offer is limited, only for, it could be shut down at any time due to high demand or something like that. I won't ever use false scarcity, but I will use a sense of urgency type of headline to inspire some action, to get them to click on that link to take action. And in the downsell, my sales letter products are always, just offer them a free trial if they're not willing to pay money. So at least I hook them, right? So the first 7 emails, relationship building emails, where you condition them to expect really cool stuff and get them to click on links to get cool free content. And another thing, you could just send them links to cool blog posts or something, or cool YouTube videos. But if you create the content, it's only helping you more, because they're going, wow, this person delivers massive value. So the PLR idea is a good idea. So connecting these things together, that's the next topic we're going to cover in this course. I'm going to show you, how to connect if you have an Aweber account. I definitely recommend Aweber. I've been using Aweber for 5 years. It's I've tried every account. Believe me, I've tried GetResponse, Aweber, the Rocket Responder, Liststream, Ebizac. Some of my students use other autoresponders. There's no shortage. There's a lot of them out there. I definitely would I would definitely recommend Aweber. That is the top autoresponder in my opinion. It generates me the highest clicks. So we're going to talk about how to connect that to your squeeze page and get the follow emails listed in there and stuff like that. Very straightforward process. We're also going to talk about hooking your product to PayPal. So so the product goes on the sales letter. You got your PayPal link on the sales letter if you've never done this before, so you get paid, or you can just list it on JVZoo. We'll go over those components. I'm going to tell you where to sell and how to sell, your traffic services with the highest effectiveness, with the highest level of success, with the lowest amount of time and energy invested. After selling $500,000 worth of these services alone, I've gotten very good at doing it and teaching how to do it effectively. So we're going to go over the principles of how to do that right. Okay. And then after that, I'm going to tell you how to track everything when you're delivering your services and when you're buying traffic and selling traffic. What to look for with your numbers. The tracking software I use, it's very low cost and provides you with the right information. And that's pretty much going to be the wrap up. Then I will do a wrap up video for this course, tying everything together, so you can get off and you can get started, out and basically start crushing. And if you want, me to hold your hand, if you want direct one-on-one guidance to getting to 5 figures per month with this business, like I've done with over 15 people, I've gotten over 15 people to the multi 6-figure per year range. And I've helped 70 people get to the multi 5-figure annual profit per year range. So millions of dollars in success stories and case studies. If you want the accountability, if you want a mentor like myself who knows how to get you to multi 5 figures a month, you should consider applying for my mentoring program. It's worth it, and my job is whatever you invest in the coaching is to get you a 10 times multiple. So most of the people who come into, I would say 80% of the people who join my coaching program, they make back 10 times what they invest in me for the cost of the coaching. The other 20% of the people, they just go at their own pace. They have a different lifestyle where they're not in a state of inspiration or desperation, so they don't move as fast. So that's why the other 20% of people might not see their money back as quickly as the other 80% of the people who join my program do. And this has been battle tested with over 130 different case studies, and basically over 85 of which have been proven to be amazingly successful. And the others, they're on their way. They will get there. Okay, so I have a super high success rate. And yes, there's no obligation. You can just go out there and make money today with everything I'm going to share with you in this course. But if you want to hear from my voice, if you want to hear my voice a lot more, and you want some ridiculously cool, battle-tested secrets, then you're going to want to apply for my mentoring so that I can help you get to, multi 5 figures a month so you can have an amazing lifestyle. So in the rest of this course, I'm going to show you some case studies and some demonstration walkthroughs of some of my sales funnels and products that have netted me, I don't know, I've spent $100,000, made back $350,000. I want to show you some of that. I'm not going to give you like every single detail, but I'm going to give you enough where you can take it and use it and go out there and get results and be very happy about it. And you'll get, this course will not only pay for itself, you'll experience a very unique set of results when you act on this information. Okay, this has been Justin. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to teaching. Let's do this.